Welcome to the 1994 Fort Wayne Putting Championships. This is Dave Kreider, and this evening we are at the Putt Putt Golf Course on Bluffton Road in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and tonight we'll be playing course number one. Course number one, as many of you well know, is probably the easiest course in the city of Fort Wayne. The putting conditions tonight are excellent. It's a little hot, but we actually have nice weather out here, and I look for some really good low scores. Another thing we'd like to point out this evening is we have two former pros that are competing in the pro division, playing out here for the first time tonight. One of them is Paul Rowan. Paul did play 2 weeks ago, but since it was raining very hard, we were not able to film the tournament. And Dennis Trimmer, coming out of retirement, he played professionally for quite a few years as well. In the amateur division tonight, we have a couple of new players too. Roger Smith, who many of you might be familiar from when we filmed out at the North Course. This is Roger's first appearance out south this year, and he brought along a friend of his, Destina Brown. So we're hoping that all these new putters have a good amount of success tonight. In just a second, we'll be going out to the course for highlights from round number one. We'll begin with the pro division this evening, and this is hole number 6. This is Kenny Moore. Kenny plays this hole straight and center of the cup. This is Brian Johnson. And Brian with an ace. Hole number 7 now. And we'll watch Kenny putt. I'd like to congratulate Kenny along with John Fielber, who won the tournament out north Tuesday night. Kenny winning in the pro division and John in the amateur. I believe that might be John's first victory this year. We'll have to check on that for you. And Brian Johnson with an ace. Here's Brian Moore's putt. Team ace. First hole of the back 9, number 10, Tim Mishler. Tim will play a double bank shot here. And he's got it. This is Bruce Heron. Bruce will play the traditional shot. This hole will break to your left from the camera angle. And he's got it backdoor for an ace. Hole number 11. Slap shot hole. Don't, as a rule, see a lot of aces on this hole. Here's Tim's putt. Backdoor, it's got a chance. And we'll watch Bruce's putt. There's an ace. Nice putt by Bruce. Now it's time to watch our first-time pros out here this year. This is Paul Rowan, hole number 16. And this is Dennis Trimmer. It's good to see both Dennis and Paul out here. I think Dennis is going to approach this shot from the other rail. And he's got it. Nice putt by Dennis for an ace.
Look at that putter and ball I gave you.
Moving on to the 17th hole, water hole. Speed putt. And it just dies on the edge of the cup there, and Dennis will tap in for a par. That was a nice effort.
I thought it was closer than that.
Here's Paul's putt. And that didn't come out of the corner the way Paul wanted it to. Hole number 4, we're in the amateur division now. This is Jim Wanderley. And Jim gets an ace.
Don't worry about the TV. Don't worry about it. Don't even look at the camera. Don't even do anything. Just concentrate on the hole. Just think that, don't even think about the camera.
And this is one of our new putters out here this evening. This is Destina Brown. And as usually is the case with your newer putters, it usually takes about 18 holes for them to get their feet wet, and I'm sure she'll play better as the evening goes along. This is Roger Smith now. Roger is a regular out at the North Course. And Roger with an ace. Okay, we'll watch Jim's putt on hole number 5. And he's got it. Jim with 2 in a row.
Hi, you're up, Rod.
And Roger will be next to putt.
Oh, get up the hill. Hard there, Roger.
And Roger finally knocks it in for a 5. And we'll watch Destina putt once again.
Farther away. Move farther away. Move as far as out until it'll stay. Hey! Amazing. What up, brother? There you go. That'll work right there. Okay. All set, ball.
And Destina with a 3. This is Nick Parent. Nick and Andy came out last week and played in the tournament for the first time, and both guys kind of struggled the first 18 holes, but they really came on strong in the last 3 rounds. And Nick has to settle for a 3. And this is Andy Parent. Oh, really close. Andy with a deuce. Well, This is Don Brecht. And maybe this is the week where Don will put 4 good, consistent rounds together. Time will tell. Don with a par. We'll stay with this group here for another hole. Here's Don's putt on number 6. He's got it.
I'm 6 with no bogeys.
Good first round, that's good. We'll watch Andy putt. And it's gonna stay on the right, I believe.
Look at the holes I made, though. I missed the 1, 2, and 5.
Oh, shit, ball.
Lucky none of them are gonna show up.
This is the other one.
Andy with a bogey 3. And we'll watch Nick. And a little bit early on the bank there. And this is a putt that's very, very tricky on this hole.
First, we gotta take the camera off.
Take your time, you're all right. Just take your time. And the problem with a hole like this is that you just can't lay it up close. I mean, if you miss, you're coming back down. And he's done just about everything but put it in. And finally he knocks it in. And the last group will follow here in the first round. This is Ron Moore. And Ron kept his out to the right-hand side. Ron with a nice putt there for a par. I have 2. This is Ben Craver. That's right on line. Center of the cup. Last member of this threesome, John Filber. I'd like to congratulate John on winning out at the North Course Tuesday night. First tournament victory this year. Ooh, nice putt by John for an ace. Here's Ben's putt on the 7th hole. And 2 in a row for Ben.
What a screw.
Yard 3 miles too early. Here's John's putt. He's got it. And we'll watch Ron putt once again. There are certain holes on this course that both the pros and the amateurs count on making, and if you miss it, you generally lose strokes to the field. And this is one hole that's among them. And Ron will have to settle for a bogey 3, and that will complete our first round of highlights here at Putt Putt South. Just a minute, we'll be going back to the clubhouse, putting the scores up, and we'll let you know who our leaders are in both the pro and amateur divisions through 18 holes of play. After one round in the amateur division, your leader is Brian Summers with a 9 under par score of 27, and we must point out that Brian shot his rounds early and is not here this evening. In second place, we have a tie at 7 under par 29 between Don Brecht and Ben Craver. In the pro division, we also have a tie through 18 holes of play between Bruce Heron and Brian Johnson, both at 8 under par 28. In third place, 2 strokes back at 6 under par 30, is Tim Mishler. Be going out to the course for highlights from round number 2 in just a moment. This is John Filber, hole number 14. John playing the backdoor putt, and it crossed on him. This is Ben Craver. Ben had an excellent 29 his first round. This is Ron Moore. On to the 15th hole we go, and we'll watch John putt first. John with a nice putt there for a par. And then we'll watch Ben putt now. Here's Ron's putt. Just going to get there. Yes, it does. Nice ace by Ron. This is Don Brecht on hole number 17. Don had a 7 under par 29 his first round. This is Nick Parent. And Don with a nice putt for a par. And we'll watch Nick once again. And a front door ace for Nick. This is Jim Wonderly on hole number 2. And a nice shot by Jim for an ace. Here's Roger Smith. Roger with a nice putt there for a par. And Destina Brown will be next. And Destina with a nice putt for a 3. We'll watch Jim putt on the 3rd hole here. And that's not going to get through. It's going to hit the rail on the left-hand side. And he's got a touchy putt coming back for a par. This hole has some really treacherous deuce putts. They don't look hard, but I'll tell you, if you don't firm them right at the hole, they don't go in. And we'll see what Roger can do here. And that's going to hit the triangle on the left-hand side, and he's going to have very little hope of making his par here. Best he can do here is try to get close. And that was a good try under the circumstances. Not too much you can do when you're there. And he settles for a bogey 3. Now Destina will putt once again. No, you're not. And Destina finally knocks it in. We'll watch the pro division now. This is Tim Mishler on the 1st hole. Tim coming in at 6 under par 30. And he got a bad kick too. Here's Bruce Heron.
Yours doesn't kick at all.
That was 2 good putts that should have went.
Both were good putts. Both should have gone.
And we'll watch Tim and Bruce on the 2nd hole. There's an ace.
The diagram indicated.
What's that?
Huh?
Good diagram indicator. What do you mean?
Just the way the diagram indicated.
Here's Bruce's putt.
That was cold.
I can't believe it missed that.
That's cold. Shoot.
I already see that one miss on the outside.
That was cold. You got a couple real cold kicks there.
This is Kenny Moore, hole number 17. Hurry. Brian Johnson. And Brian Moore. Watch these guys on their finishing hole, number 18. It's Kenny's putt. It's Brian Johnson's putt. And Brian Moore. There's an ace for Brian. Nice putt. Oh. This is Paul Rowan, number 4. And Dennis Trimmer will be next. And Dennis with a nice putt for an ace. This will conclude our highlights from round number 2. Just a moment, we'll be going back to the clubhouse and let you know who our leaders are through 36 holes of play.
Kicking them or hitting with the putters. That's how we do it.
After 2 rounds, leading the pro division is Brian Johnson at 17 under par, 55. 1 stroke back at 16 under par, 56 is Bruce Heron. Moving now to the amateur division, we have a 2-way tie for first place between Brian Summers and John Fulber, both at 14 under par, 58. In third place, only 3 strokes back at 11 under par, 61 is Don Brecht. We'll be going out to the course for highlights from round number 3 in just a moment. This is Dennis Trimmer on hole number 12. And nice putt by Dennis for an ace.
Told you I hit it firm. I've made about 4 out of 6 now.
Here's Paul Rowan. Paul not happy with that effort. He might get lucky. He did. Here's Dennis's putt on 13. Ooh, and Dennis actually got a real good break there, as it looked like it was going to go behind the block there for a moment. Palette. Here's Dennis's putt on 14. Front door speed. It's got it. Here's Paul's putt. That's going to have to go back door. It's got a chance. Unbelievable.
Sure it does that every time.
Here's Brian Johnson on hole number 8. I don't know if that's going to get there.
The leg is full.
Here's Kenny Moore.
Parking lot was dusty. I ran over that. Oh, man, I really thought it. Maybe the toughest hole I don't play rail.
Kenny with a nice par. Here's Brian Moore. He's got it. That's because you were leading. Here's Brian's putt on hole 9. Nailed it.
I love TV.
I love TV. Here's Brian's putt. He's going to play it back door.
I ain't seen the fucking rail. I'm up north. You want to see some destruction?
And here's Kenny's putt. He's going to play it straight. Back door.
I got 354. I got 364.
Stay with this group for one more hole. Here's Brian's putt. It's going to miss left. He'll tap in for a par.
I know, I don't like this hole at all. Go to the triple bank, it's easier. It's what he played, I'm about ready to.
Here's Brian Johnson going to play the triple bank shot. Saw Tim Mishler ace it in the first round playing it this way. Well, he got a bad kick.
Going the rest of the way, Brian.
People appreciate it.
That's right, I do.
Here's Kenny's putt. Back door, nicely done. And we'll watch Bruce and Tim putt here on the 18th hole. This is Bruce. Uh-oh. That's something you don't see Bruce do very often. Nicely done. And we'll watch Tim putt. And Tim with a nice putt for his par. Here's Bruce's putt on hole number 1.
Here's one say perfect.
Real quick line there. This is one they start breaking the other one. Another inch.
Here's Tim's putt. Got it. And now Tim going for a perfect 9. This is his last hole. He's aced hole 1 and holes 3 through 9. Needs this for a perfect 9. And he has it.
Nice one, Tim. Go down a few years. Nice 9.
Here's Bruce's putt. Got it. This is Jim Wonderly. We're on the 7th hole. It's got to hurry. And it does. It hurries right into the cup. Shows what I know. Here's Jim on the 8th hole. And that's going to come down the hill. Uphill putt on this hole is really tough. I think I might come back down the hill. And the mosquitoes are starting to come out here as the sun has gone down. Very humid evening out here. And Jim finally knocks it in for a 5.
No, I think I got a 5.
This is Don Brecht. Don off to a good start so far in this evening's tournament. God, that's early. But it held the line. Speed was a big factor in that putt. This is Nick Parent. And that's going to come down the hill. And a nice putt by Nick. This is Andy Parent. Get there. And it does.
That's a putt.
Watch Don putt the 9th hole. Front door ace, and it swallows the cup. That will conclude our highlights from round number 3. In just a moment, we'll be going back to the clubhouse, let you know who our leaders are in the pro and amateur divisions after 54 holes of play. After 3 rounds, leading the pro division is Bruce Herron with a 26 under par score of 82. Currently tied for second, 3 strokes back at 23 under par 85 are Brian Johnson and Tim Mishler. In the amateur division, your new leader through 54 holes of play is Ben Craver. Ben at 21 under par 87. In second place, 3 strokes back at 18 under par 90, is Don Brecht. We'll be going out to the course in just a moment to see the exciting highlights from round number 4. This is Tim Mishler. Tim's still in contention for the tournament in the Pro Division. We're on the 7th hole, and Tim knocks in an ace.
That magic only happens about once every couple of years.
And this is Bruce Heron. Bruce with 3 consecutive rounds under 30. And
Yeah, speed race on 5. The world is going to end.
And Bruce with a nice putt to save par. We're going to stay with these guys for several more holes, being that they both have a shot at winning the Pro Championship this evening. There's Tim's putt on 8, and I don't think he's going to get it.
Starting to rain here, so it might be up there.
Set. And Tim will have to settle for a bogey 3. Light rain beginning to fall. If it starts raining hard, then we will have to go underneath for cover, and we'll be able to film only several holes. Here's Bruce's putt.
So how to play that one very well.
Bruce with a nice putt for par. Ninth hole now. There's a good solid ace by Bruce.
4-1-1-1.
Here's Tim's putt. Bruce's putt on 10. He's playing it back door, and it broke out too much to the right. Tim once again playing the double bank shot, and we find more and more of the pros playing this shot now. It's a tougher shot, but it's a better ace. It's going to have to go front door, if at all, and it slides to the right. Got it.
Sewer hole. Automatic.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Moore's putt. Good try.
I hit the mark. Must be just where my ball is.
Here's Brian Johnson. Brian very much in contention tonight also. Got it.
Couldn't even play that fucker.
Here's Kenny's putt on hole 11. And we'll watch Brian Johnson putt once again. Brian Moore.
Always been lovely, good.
Watching Ben Craver here on the second hole. Ben so far leading.
So good.
And a little bit of a breeze is a refreshing change. Of course, Mike and I can remember about 3 weeks ago when we got a little bit of breeze and then we got a torrential downpour out here. And Ron having a kind of a tough go of it tonight.
I heard that.
Just used to it.
This is John Filber. John only 4 strokes back. He's not out of it. Brian Summers is 5 strokes back. He shot early. There's 4 or 5 people in the amateur division with a chance to win. Good solid ace.
Oh, I thought hitting outside that cup.
This is John Filber.
I play it like that.
How do you do that?
John with an ace. Ron Moore. Team ace.
Teammate. Did we have one like that, a teammate? We had 2 first and 1 second.
Ooh, Bob Welch Band. Former lead singer of Fleetwood Mac. There's Ben's putt on number 5.
Where is that going? We were good.
And we'll watch John putt. And Ron's putt. Get in for him. Nope. Run the 7th hole and down with an ace. It's early, and you got a bad kick.
Yeah, you accidentally put it right.
Sit ball. Sit ball.
No, no.
And Don will tap that in for a par.
I just done for that. You gotta tap that ball. If you miss, you got to do it.
This is Andy Parent.
Potty man shot. Come back. You can't miss your left that much. Just a little early.
This is Nick Parent.
Going down. Sit. Sit. All 3 people sit up on top of there.
There's a pro this one.
Pro speed, buddy.
That will conclude our highlights from round number 4. In just a moment, we'll be going back to the clubhouse, have interviews with our winners in both divisions, and a final recap of this evening's proceedings. Okay, we're talking with our winners out here this evening, and we'll begin on my right with Bruce Heron. And Bruce, congratulations on another outstanding victory. And once again, course 1, you played it very well, and you were telling me earlier that, you know, dry, humid conditions, and the course plays good for you.
Yeah, the hotter it gets, the better I like the way this course plays. You know, the speed putts are just there, and that's the way I like to play it.
Well, you were down after 2 rounds, and then you made your charge in rounds 3 and 4. We had some really good pros out here tonight, and a lot of good competition.
Yeah, it was pretty tight there. It was, I think, what, 55, 56 after 2, and Tim and Brian they were both 3 strokes behind me going into that last round, and I just shot a 14 on the back. That's what did it. Won it on the back 9 again.
You always play good on. You always seem to play good on the back 9, especially when you struggle on the front. As everybody knows, that's where you got to make your aces on this course.
Yeah, the front people consistently shoot 4 or 5 under par. The back, anything under 16, I consider pretty good, and I did better than that every round, so I was happy.
Okay, Bruce, congratulations to you. We hope to be talking to you later in the year, and good luck in the rest of the year.
Thanks a lot.
And now on my left, and his first tour win this year, Don Brecht. And Don, we've talked about it so many times. You usually really come on strong in rounds 3 and 4. I kept telling you if you ever had a good first 2 rounds, you'd be right in it.
Yeah, I shot 29 and then 32, you know, and then I shot 32 and 26. So I kept my 2 rounds in the last 2 rounds like I usually do.
Well, you were behind after 3 rounds tonight, but I don't know. Personally, when I played, I kind of like being behind better than 2 strokes or 2 or 3 strokes down. It's better than being ahead because I think there's less pressure on you when you're behind.
Yeah, me and Ben had a personal thing going, and we were going to take 1 and 2 is what we were planning on doing, and that's what we did. Then after we get done with the tournament, we played for the extra points between first and second.
Well, Don, congratulations. It was a long time coming. You're a good putter, and hopefully we'll be talking to you later on this year.
Hopefully. Thanks a lot.
Okay, to recap the proceedings here this evening, our winners once again were Bruce Heron winning the Pro Division tournament and Don Brecht the Amateur Division tournament. I'd like to thank some fine sponsors that have contributed prizes to Putt Putt Golf. They are Wendy's Restaurants, Mike's Car Wash, Ponderosa Steakhouse, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Burger King. Once again, we'd like to encourage everyone to come out and participate in our tournaments. We play every Tuesday evenings at the North Course. Tournament time is 7 o'clock. Practice time begins at 6. And on Thursday nights, we come out and film out at the South Course. Same time, 6 o'clock for practice, 7 o'clock for the tournament beginning. And we encourage everybody to come out and play. We've gotten some new people out here the last 2 weeks, and we've also gotten some pros that have come out. And it was good to see everybody out here tonight. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Putt Putt Golf. And until next week, this is Dave Kreider saying so long.